Hey guys, welcome to my first actual video. Today I will be talking about toxic players in Dandy's World and the Vandom. Okay, so I actually didn't record when any of this happened, so I'm just gonna be telling it in like a story point of view. So we were doing an event to an only run. We had two Rudies, a Bobette, Cole, Bassie, Cocoa, and a Gordy. Um, the Bobette had to leave the first floor and one of the Rudy drained on me lift, so we had 6 players for like basically the whole run. And everything was okay until this cool every single machine they would steal machines and they would constantly like I was on my last skill check and they used the can I extract sticker, like they just kept stealing machines and stuff. And I was playing as Cocoa or Coco. I'm just gonna call her Cocoa. Anyway, so I was like dropping bonbons for the coal. And then one time I dropped a bonbon to someone else, or like I just randomly dropped a bonbon and I think the Rudy took it. And then Cole just started like spamming like sad emojis and stuff. And then we go to the elevator and like as a little joke, I place a bonbon right before the distractor walks in. So like just as a joke that like the Twisteds can get a snack so they don't come up with a deadly combo. And then Cole is super mad about this. Like she thinks that these bonbons they're just hers. So that was like our first red flag. But no, Cole it got worse. Then after that those few things continued to happen, a few fours, and they tried, so they were backup distractor. We discussed that. And Eclipse, which I will tag them below because they were in this run. Eclipse was main distractor. Did I mention her earlier in our list of stuff? Whoops. Anyway, well, Eclipse was our main distractor, and she was, just distracting. And we had Finn, and Cole took Finn, and Cole tried to grieve the distractor. So the distractor's like, Cole, stay away from me, please. You're not distracting. And then Cole tried to guilt trip us whole by saying like, oh, but I'm a distractor too. I'm sorry. And it was super weird, but we were like, okay, whatever. And throughout this whole run, Cole tries to guilt trip us tremendous times. So after like all of this stuff happens, we just kind of move on with her run. And then the next like big thing that happened is so Bassie in the run is like giving everyone all the good items because we had a good Bassie. And then Cole kept stealing med kits. Without announcing that they were there, just take the med kit. So we thought that was weird. We told her to stop once again with the guilt tripping, whatever. And then on floor 15, we had R&D on the Christmas floor, and I was doing a machine inside of R&D, and R&D activated, and I got hit. So I go to see who activated it, because next to like the other part of R&D was like a corner, and it was like a little, almost like a mini room. So I check, Rudy's on a machine, but guess who's right next to Rudy, not on a machine, begging for the machine? Cole. Cole reefed me. So I was mad about that. I said it in chat, and I said something in caps. It's something like Cole leads the distractors room. Is self-griefing, and Cole literally straight up said, "Why are you yelling at me?" And then everyone started getting everyone started getting mad at me for what Cole did. So this already kind of ticked me off. This was like our little second red flag. Then the big thing came when I think we were floor 17. We get a blackout, Sprout, and Pebble. I die because I go AFK for like 10 seconds to go grab my charger, and I come back and I'm just dead. So I ask my cousin, oh, did a Pebble get me? And then she was like, I heard someone die as soon as the floor started. And I said, well, I had full health, so that wasn't me. And she was like, oh, I don't know then, because we had control of Pebble for like almost the whole floor. I think, I'm not 100% here, but based off what Cole was doing earlier, I think she grieved to me because I was, standing still, and it was like for 10 seconds. So I was like, how did I even? I think they brought multiple Twisteds to me, and that's how. But yeah, I died that floor. And then suddenly Cole stops moving, hides in the corner. And Cole says, like, the one time we actually need help because we have a dangerous Twisted combo. We have Pebble and Sprout, and it's a blackout, and there's still a bunch of common Twisteds. We ask for help. Oh, I don't distract in blackouts. Oh, I can't. How? You can't steal the Twisteds, like, and try to guilt trip us by saying, oh, I'm a distractor too. And then when you actually need to distract and do your job, just say that you don't want to, or you can't, or you don't have to, or like whatever. And they kept making up excuses and stuff. So we called out, well, my two cousins, the Gordy and the Eclipse, called out everything weird that the Cole did that whole run. And the Cole just kept saying, like, I just don't like distracting in blackouts. And then people kept trying to grief Cole. And then Cole griefed the main distractor. So this obviously upset Eclipse very, very, very much. And she reported Cole. And yeah, it was just super, super messy. And it was a big event. I will include the person's username if you want to report them, but please don't, harass them. I was gonna tell another story today, but I'm tired and I don't want to. So, goodbye.